would like to call Mr. Rajesh Lakher and Nisha Popat for RICA Professionals on stage. Thank you so much, guys.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Rajesh Lakher and I am the Creative Director for SK Beauty Resources. And today we are going to showcase our new collection, which is for 2024, which is Symphony. So it's a very harmonious collection using all RICA products, like styling product, color, care, everything we have used of RICA. So I also would like to tell Nisha that what kind of cuts or what kind of tips and tricks she would like to share with us. Nisha, you can just give a gist to it.
Sure, I'm so excited, guys. Good afternoon. I'm really excited. I would wish to have more audience so that we can share more in terms of haircut and styling tricks. It's going to be a very commercial haircut that we're going to show and some amazing tips and tricks that you can use on everyday basis. So people who are stylist or non-stylist, it is for everyone because we are going to talk more about products, more about the trendy haircut, something that is more commercial, which anyone and everyone can do. So I'm really excited.
So Nisha, let's call the model then and let's begin with the show. Where is the models? Let's clap for the models at least. Thank you, thank you. Nisha, you just explain them what exactly you're going to do and how you're going to do and what are the essence of hairdressing when we do, what are the things which is very important, though it's small, minimal, but it plays a very, very important role. So you can just give a hint to it.
So today we are working with a length which I think everyone has. Generally, when we get clients, they generally come with this kind of a length asking for variation. So I would like to show a mix of different techniques by doing long layers. Okay, I have already prepped the hair with an amazing product, a Puncha oil. So I've already prepped the hair that helps me to give the control while I'm cutting the hair. Okay, I'll just explain you what is the sectioning pattern that I've taken. I have just taken like a box right above the occipital bone, and even in the front, if you can see, the top box has been isolated. Okay, so to begin with, now we know that people come and it is not much, layers are not in trend. Layers were happening initially when we were in the stage where we used to do a lot of highlights. Right? So in highlights, we wanted to layer the hair so that the entire highlights is being shown. Now we are in the era of balayage. So in balayage, there is a lot of color which is there around from the mids and ends. So what happens when we layer the hair, the entire hair which is colored is gone off and whatever we see is not very connected. Okay, so I'm going to show you a haircut which is very commercial, very good in terms of where the base is going to be more, the perimeter is going to be more heavy. Okay, so let's begin. I'm just going to take a back profile and I'm going to be taking it straight out of the head, and I just need to see where my guide is going to be. I just will place it here and see where I want the layers to be, because these are going to be invisible layers which will be there inside, underneath. Okay, that is going to help me push my hair to give more volume at the back. Though I'm not layering, it will more be like a gliding kind of a technique. So I'm taking this section, 90-degree out. And gliding it just to take that little volume away. This is the next section that I'm taking. I'm taking my little guide from my previous section. And in the running guide, I can see my guide here. Now, I'm going to take another 1-inch section, which is going to be over-directed to this. So these 2 sections were in the running guide. The next section that I'm taking, now this is going to be my stationary guide. Okay, so that entire hair, because I want to keep more heaviness in the front, I'm going to be over-directed everything on this section. Okay, so let's do that. Rajesh, what are you going to do? What are you doing right now?
In this new collection, whatever we are doing, it is complementing the collection what we have done in terms of color, in terms of styling, in terms of the silhouette and the shape what we are creating. आप देखेंगे इस कट पे सबसे अच्छा चीज़ ये है कि इसको मैं ड्राई हेयर कट कर रहा हूँ. नॉर्मली हम लोग क्या करते हैं, हमेशा वेट हेयर कट करते हैं, बट ड्राई हेयर कट करना भी इतना आसान है इफ़ यू यूज़ द राइट सपोर्टिंग केयर. एट द मोमेंट मैं यूज़ कर रहा हूँ RICA से, दैट इज़ कॉल्ड अपोंशिया ऑयल. एंड जस्ट टू लेट यू नो, we all know which oil is the best normally when we use any serum. जब भी कोई सा भी serum use करते हैं, हमेशा we say argan oil and those oil are the best oil. But with RICA, the Apontia serum oil what we use, इसकी जो efficacy है, इसका जो power है, it is 2 times better than any oil which is there at the moment currently. So Apontia oil is one of my favorite oils. I'll just show you. It's slightly viscous, but at the same time it absorbs very fast. आप देखोगे कि it is so smooth. ड्राई हेयर कटिंग आपकी ईजी होती है, तो आपका 50% प्रॉब्लम ऐसे ही सॉल्व हो जाता है अगर आप राइट कटिंग लोशन यूज़ करते हैं या राइट कटिंग सीरम यूज़ करते हैं. तो I'll just show you how the Apontia oil looks like. This is the Apontia oil what I have with me. This is an amazing product. इसको बस you can apply 1 pump on the wet hair, 1 pump on the dry hair and it makes your life easy. Normally हम जब भी कट करते हैं हमको लगता है कि नहीं, ड्राई हेयर कट करना बहुत मुश्किल है, but the way it works, it's amazing. The kind of conditioning it gives and moreover it makes your life easy. आप इसको लगाओ and आपके लिए कटिंग कितनी easy हो जाती है. आप देखोगे मेरे मॉडल के she has got very very thick hair. उस thick hair पे भी 1 pump you apply and you will just love it. Would you like to feel it? Just feel it once. Absolutely not. Just feel it once. 1 pump is good enough for any thickness for that matter. Thank you. This is the serum which I think I am using and she's also using. We are loving it.
I have prepped my
the way
hair
it works.
also with a
So this is one of the best serum I always use on the dry hair, on the wet hair. You have applied कोई सा भी hair serum or something too excessive. You went out, maybe some outing, and after evening you're coming with a dusty hair and you want to apply something and you don't want to wash your hair. This is the product for you. This is an amazing product. So Apontia oil. Now when it comes to the cut, आप देखोगे मेरे मॉडल की रिक्वायरमेंट थी कि लेंथ सेम रखना है लेकिन बालों से वेट को एलिमिनेट करना है एंड थोड़ा सा उसमें हल्का सा थोड़ा सा उसमें एक एयर वेंटिलेशन चाहिए, थोड़ा सा मूवमेंट चाहिए, बट मूवमेंट मीन्स नॉट टू मच, बहुत ज़्यादा नहीं, बिकॉज इस लेंथ पे, शोल्डर लेंथ पे विद दिस थिकनेस अगर आप इसमें ज़्यादा वॉल्यूम ऐड कर दोगे इट विल लुक टू वाइल्ड, इट विल लुक टू बुशी. सो फॉर दैट मैटर इसमें जो मैं लेयरिंग कर रहा हूँ इट इज़ वेरी कैलकुलेटेड लेयरिंग. तो माई लॉजिक इज सिंपल. इफ़ द हेयर इज़ लॉन्ग, do the short layer. If the hair is going shorter, don't do the layer too high. Keep the layer at the bottom, जिसको हम लोग बोलते हैं bottom layering. इस केस में what I have done, मैंने 1 length already कर लिया था and I am taking the fine section as per the head shape and fine section ले करके I am cutting the hair at 90 degree to the lower crown. मैं जब 90 degree to the lower crown बोलता हूँ इसका मतलब ये है कि टॉप का जो ट्रैवलिंग है हेयर का वो थोड़ा ज़्यादा है अंडरनीथ हेयर से. अगर आप इसको देखोगे सो इट्स वेरी इजी और इस हेड के शेप को मैंने फॉलो किया है. फॉलो आपको तब करना होता है जब आपको पता होता है कि आपको एक सॉफ्टनेस चाहिए. सो फॉर दैट अगर बहुत ज़्यादा डायनेमिक नहीं चाहिए, बहुत ज़्यादा स्ट्रॉन्ग टेक्सचर नहीं चाहिए, यू जस्ट वॉन्ट टू फॉलो द हेड शेप, आई ऑलवेज डू डायगनल फॉरवर्ड सेक्शन. सो डायगनल फॉरवर्ड सेक्शन आई हैव ऑलरेडी डन. अगर आप लोग ने देखा है इस पोर्शन को मैं ऑलरेडी दिखाता हूँ आपको. So I am just taking the section. अगर आप angle से समझेंगे, the cutting angle is 90 degree to the lower crown, and I'm just cutting the hair straighter. Same thing, I'm following the head shape and going as per the head shape and leaving this portion. इस occipital bone के जो नीचे के hair होते हैं उसको हम हमेशा कहते हैं length, और occipital bone के जो ऊपर के hair होते हैं उसको हम हमेशा कहते हैं weight. तो हम लोग कर रहे हैं weight elimination, not the length elimination. So आप यहाँ पे देखो, जब मैं 90 डिग्री टू द लोअर क्राउन करता हूँ, आप देख सकते हो, इसको मैं लिफ्ट करता हूँ, जो एक्सेसिव हेयर है I'll just cut it. Same thing I am doing on the sides in the corner. आप इसको लेते हो, लिफ्ट करते हो, project the hair at 90 degree to the lower crown and cut it 90 degree to the lower crown. And Nisha, now you can, over to you.
So I have almost done the same thing. I would like to just recap so that you just remember what haircut we are doing, because it is not for the heck of just showing something. I really want you to learn it because it's a very simple technique. It's a back layers that we are doing. Generally we think back layers are only for the shorter hair, but no, there can be a variation where we can do a back square at the model. That is what I've done. I'm almost done. I've kind of created some moment underneath. I'm going to open the second section now. Going to take a profile section there. Now here I'm going to be, this is my guide that I have taken. Everyone can see it. This is the guide. Now this guide I'm going to be keeping my above section slightly longer, creating slightly like an overhang to it. I'm not going to cut exactly the same. Okay, as we discussed in the beginning that we don't want to create a lot of layers. A little overhang, now what will that do? Why are we doing that?